Ladies and gentlemen, I have quite the story to present to you guys today. No one likes to hear anything about younger women being preyed on. Unfortunately, that may have been the case just a few days ago, as Annie, a 15-year-old female Overwatch player, had a run-in with a 19-year-old guy that she met online who apparently had sexual intentions with this girl and allegedly committed sexual acts involving this girl. But let's just hop straight into the story, and I'm going to start right from the beginning. On March 12th, Annie tweeted a twit longer titled Valentine. She says, "I met Valentine when I was in a custom lobby one night. I remember him claiming he could spoil me, boost me, etc. So he added me and I added back because I was curious. We started talking and I claimed I was 18. At the time, Valentine had a girlfriend. We grew closer and he cheated on his girlfriend with me. We decided to go our separate ways and blocked each other for personal reasons. Valentine then messaged me a few months later, wanting to be in a relationship with me because he and his girlfriend, now ex, broke up. I decided to give him a chance and try talking as friends. As we grew closer, I admitted I am 15. Valentine claimed he liked the age gap, 4 years. So Annie first claims that she's 18, which if you are a minor and you're online talking to a stranger, it might not be a terrible idea to lie about your age and actually say you're adult at first because, well, say you are actually online talking to a real predator. If you tell them that you're underage, you're kind of making yourself more of a target. But then Annie says that she's only 15, and lo and behold, Valentine says that he likes that age gap, and then she also claims that Valentine is 19 years old. She continues and says, "He really wanted to meet up with me in real life. He was basically pressuring me. He then asked me to type in chat that I'm 18 so he wouldn't get exposed. Valentine was very sexual with me. He turned on his webcam and showed him doing dirty stuff. I was taken aback by that, and I realized the type of person he was. Valentine said many things to me. He was very emotionally abusive and extremely manipulative. After I admitted I was 15, Valentine persisted in saying sexual remarks to me. Now, I completely understand that me lying about my age to begin with was very wrong. However, it doesn't justify Valentine's actions when I told him my actual age. In my opinion, Valentine is the most terrible, disgusting, and manipulative person I have ever met. I am not an angel in this situation, but neither is he, and the community deserves to see who Valentine really is." So he tries to get her to say that she's 18, which if he actually did say this, and if he actually knew that she was a minor but still told her to say that she is an adult just so he can get off the hook, that is disgusting. Then he goes on camera and performs those sexual acts in front of her, which of course is also disgusting if that did happen, and it was not stated how many times this happened, nor was there any real proof presented that it happened, but in the event that it did happen, and in the case that it did, it is obviously, like I said, disgusting. Annie then shortly after posted an image of her Discord conversation with Valentine where they discuss when they're going to talk. Then they go on a 17-minute call, and once the call ends, Annie says, "Don't do anything else to another 15-year-old and I won't expose you." Valentine says that made Annie look like a disgusting person and he does not respect her anymore. Unbelievable. And Annie comes back by saying, "Be careful, wouldn't want any of those recordings leaked." So Annie brings Valentine into a Discord call, which by the end of it, she ends up uploading a 24-minute long video of her conversation with Valentine. I will have a link to the full conversation in the description because Annie did upload it herself. However, I'm not going to show the whole thing here because it's very long. However, I will show you guys about a minute that she uploaded to herself, or uploaded herself on Twitter, about a minute-long conversation that reveals some very inappropriate things that Valentine says to Annie. Of course, I will have to cut some of it out because a lot of it is inappropriate. So, again, if you guys want to see it for yourself, go leave the description and check out that video.
Little Annie is a baby girl, thotty, and she won my dick. I'm about to catch a case with the feds. Oh, hell no. I'm out quick.
Only when I'm 16, though.
What's up? Buttercup.
I want to see your cat.
You want to see a lot today.
I want to see your cat. I've always wanted to see him.
Yeah, I'm just too lazy to take out my phone or touch it or anything.
You can't touch your phone.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do.
What?
Like a fucking jelly bean.
Like a jelly bean?
Yeah. Okay. I'm talking to a 15-year-old. It's lit.
So at the end of it, he again acknowledges that he's talking to a 15-year-old, despite earlier in the clip calling Annie a baby girl thotty and then making sexual remarks about her, and then he even says that he's gonna catch a case. So he clearly knows that what he's doing is wrong. However, there were some people that doubted Annie's story, because for a case as serious as this, and for something that could potentially ruin someone's life, when you're telling a story like this, you're gonna wanna make sure your story is credible and has some proof behind it. So yes, we did just hear a voice recording of Annie supposedly talking to Valentine, but someone on Twitter took it upon themselves to actually talk to Annie and get more information from her. He asked Annie about the moment that Valentine was on the webcam, asking her if it happened before or after she said she was 15, and she says that it happened before she told him. So according to Annie, to Valentine's knowledge, she was 18 when he did that stuff on camera. She says that most of their conversation was over voice chat, so she doesn't have proof of it happening, but then she says that he still wanted to be sexual with her after she told him her age. Then more photos come out of Valentine and Annie's conversation after they decide to make contact with Valentine's ex-girlfriend, who didn't want much to do with the situation, but to her understanding, Annie tried to bait Valentine into saying sexual things about her. Annie told Valentine a sexual remark, Valentine plays along with it, Annie keeps going, and Valentine says that she's pulling his energy towards her and that he's trying to have stream energy right now. And Annie replies with, "Sorry, daddy, I'll leave you alone." It's unclear from these images if Annie had already told Valentine that she's 15 or if Valentine actually still thinks that Annie is 18 at this point. But if the images are legit, we can actually see that Annie does kind of instigate a bit of sexual conversation a bit. But then it comes out that Annie, during this time while she was talking to Valentine, she had a boyfriend of her own all this time. He goes by Slater, and he claims that they've been dating since March 4th, which if you check Annie's Twitter bio, he is in there. So I do believe that they're actually dating, and keep in mind that the images Annie posted are presumably from March 12th. So if it adds up, they should have actually been dating at that time. Slater apparently knows about her history of dating other guys, saying he's heard all about it, he knows that she loves the attention, and that she might be clout chasing. So there is a whole lot of stuff going on here that's kind of hard to follow, because the sequence of events based off of those screenshots is not very clear. We don't know the exact dates, we don't know exactly when messages were sent, we don't have all the information. However, I would like to say that because of that, because of our lack of information, I will not be taking sides on anything. I do not have enough evidence, I do not have enough proof, or anything for me to take sides. However, there are a few things that are undeniable, and that is that assuming that the video is real, assuming that that audio clip is not faked, we literally have a video of Valentine saying sexual things to Annie, acknowledging that she's only 15 years old and still saying sexual things to her. So Annie may have tried to bait Valentine into saying some weird things, but he went along with it, and whether or not he knew that she was only 18 or knew that she was 15 during the time of that, I don't know. However, during that video, during that audio clip, he definitely did. And after Annie was accused of faking her story, she came out with another twit longer where she explains that she knows not everything can be proven since she was in a voice call, but she did her best to explain the story with what proof and what context she has. She asked him if he wanted to stop talking to her after he admitted her age, and he said no. He knew her age and still said what he said. She apologizes for lying about her age, but she just doesn't want this to happen to any other person, so she posted it. But regardless, it is a sad situation that I would rather not be making a video about, because if these events actually did go down, and if Valentine is actually trying to commit sexual acts with a 15-year-old girl after knowing that she is 15, then that is sick. And if Annie is trying to fabricate part of her story just to get someone in trouble, then, well, they're both in the wrong. But regardless, I don't know everything that's going on in this story. I cannot say how factual all of this information is. I'm not trying to slander anyone, and for that reason, I will let you guys draw your own conclusions. And if you guys have any more information or evidence or proof or anything to present to me, I would love to see it. Feel free to drop some in the comments, but I would also like to reiterate that I am not supporting sexual abuse. I am not defending Valentine. I am not bashing Annie. I am not bashing Valentine. I am not trying to offend anyone. This is a serious situation. I am just showing you guys what was presented to me. So again, if you guys would like to see that full audio clip, that full 24-minute audio clip, check the description because there's a lot of stuff in there. Feel free to watch it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll see if this story progresses anywhere, and if it does, I will be sure to let you guys know. So again, thank you for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy and have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye.